So what I have here is a bucket of 27 eggs that we got out of our chicken coop a few days ago, and I have to get rid of them all. Now the reason why I have to get rid of all of these eggs is because I don't know how long they were in there. And eggs do last for a while whenever you get them fresh from the chicken, so to speak. But typically our chickens kind of start to lay a lot less during the cooler months. And so they'll kind of just go totally without laying eggs. And so that's what we expected. My daughter, who usually checks after the chickens, she wasn't really checking for eggs. But I just happened to go out and check myself, and I saw and counted 27 eggs. That said, what we're going to do is put those eggs in the garden, which is something that we've kind of done before. Not this many eggs, of course, because we never messed up and didn't have look for eggs, but we're gonna actually put them in the garden as fertilizer. All right, so the first thing I had to do is dig a hole, or really like a trough, if you will, down through the middle of the garden bed that I chose to put the eggs in. And I put it through the middle just because I figure, as the eggs break down and release their nutrients and whatnot, then that'll probably give the stuff the best chance to, um, kind of spread nutrients to the plants that are going to be planted, most likely kind of on either side of that trough down the middle. Yeah. So so I'm doing that, and then I'm going to. Well, of course, I got to make sure it's deep enough so that hopefully the chickens themselves don't come back and try to um eat the shells and all that kind of stuff, because yes, they do love shells. Maybe it's an instinct to kind of recoup nutrients and stuff like that. I don't know, but anyhow, so another thing I wanted to do is kind of mention the various nutrients found in eggs. So nutrients have um like a portion of vitamin A, folate, pantothenic acid, which is vitamin B5, vitamin B12, vitamin B2, which is riboflavin, phosphorus. Um, oh yeah, a significant amount of the B vitamins. Um, Phosphorus, selenium, significant amount of selenium as well. And then apparently eggs have vitamin D, vitamin E, vitamin B6, calcium, probably the shells, and zinc. So yeah, and then according to this source I'm looking at, Healthline, they say that eggs also contain various trace nutrients as well. So anyhow, and of course with our chickens in particular, I believe that our chicken eggs are better than most because of the fact that we raise ours, we provide them with organic feed, and they are able to walk around our backyard and eat nutrients and I mean not what am I talking about? They're able to eat, bugs and other natural chicken, uh diet stuff. So anyhow, yeah. Oh, pardon me. So anyhow, yeah, so after I put the eggs in the trough, I am smashing them. So I'm breaking them all up. That way, the insides can go ahead and go into the ground and kind of start to enrich the ground and whatnot. I have buried whole eggs before, um, and I think that's fine. It's just that it'll probably take quite a bit longer for the egg to break down. And so I figure, you might as well go ahead and kind of help the process by breaking the egg, and then after smashing all the eggs, it's really just a matter again of covering them up sufficiently so that the chickens and other animals for that matter don't get to them, and then there you go. And one thing I'm going to do I think that I'm going to do is I think I'm going to cover the garden bed just for some extra protection. I'm gonna cover it with like some cloth. There's this cloth that I have from some years ago, many years ago, matter of fact, and it's kind of meant to be like protection for crops. It's supposed to allow sun to go through, which is not necessarily my desire, but um, but it's supposed to serve as a crop protector from pests and stuff. And I hope to use it to protect from bigger pests, i.e., chickens and raccoons and stuff, who hopefully will look at the stuff and not really know exactly what to do with the cover and whatnot. But anyhow, say all that to say this. I hate to get rid of 27 eggs. You know, we just didn't know that the chickens were laying the eggs. However, you know, I'm always seeking to do the next best thing, which is to, you know, return them to the cycle, you know, the circle of life, so to speak. Um, make them into like a type of fertilizer so that they can feed our abundant garden harvest that will be coming, you know, in the summer, spring and summer and fall of this year. So yeah, if you ever need an idea for something to do with eggs, if maybe you let them get too old on you, or you had a situation like us, then here's something that you can do. But yeah, I'll also show you this to show you that, you know, getting chickens to get your own eggs is indeed a worthwhile practice. It's a good idea.